This is a handmade balsa wood bass popper, and what I like about this style of popper is the cupped face. Adds a little more pop, a little more bubble, and makes a little more noise than like the standard deer hair surface poppers. The fish have finally moved into the shallows in about 3 to 5 feet of water and setting up for spawning. The temperatures have moved up to 65 degrees to 67 degrees. 65 is the start of the spawn, and now the fish are all in close. They're going to be around for a little while, setting up their nests and establishing their nesting sites and stuff. So they're still actively feeding, and they feed pretty hard before they start to spawn. And this morning I'm going to try with a little bit of low light, try the popper's surface action first. And then if that doesn't work, then I'll go to an intermediate sinking line and fish subsurface patterns and tease them up that way. I'm going to work the shallows. The weed beds are out a little ways and there's pockets. I'm going to try to get in these pockets to work these poppers and see if anybody's around. Work the close into shore. I just like to vary the retrieve. Let it land, let the rings around the popper clear, and then pop it a couple times, and then let it sit, and then sometimes just a small, kind of a drag it, like just a slow pull where it V-wakes. So I like to pop it. I like to instill the V-wakes in it. So I like to alter it. I'm trying to imitate like a wounded fish on the surface, or a large insect, something that just causes some surface disturbance. It looks like it's still trying to fight for its last few minutes of life, and hoping that the bass will just come up and devour it. Oh, that was a nice fish. Beauty. Oh man. Woo. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Whammo. What an aggressive take. Yeah, this is a nice fish. Get him on the reel. And back off here a little bit so in case there's any more fish. Let it calm down, and then just keep it going, you know. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the beauty. Nice bass. Oh. Wow. Nice. That's good. Probably close to 3 pounds, I'd say. Boy, barely hooked in the upper lip there. So, didn't have too much in them, but I got them. I guess well, it's hooked better than I thought. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Man, smallmouth on the surface early in the morning. They're in here. There's a lot of smolts working the top, and they're chasing them. So, give it a chance to revive. Right on the edge of this, what I would call a bench or a tabletop, and the boat is about, well, I'm in 12 feet of water, but just a little ways ahead of me is where it drops off, and I want to stay to the outside. I want to stay away from the top, the shallow areas, so I'm not spooking any fish. And that's really important, and it helps to have the long cast. Got a little bit of a breeze coming up. Now, if the wind gets to be a bit much, then the next ploy of attack is to go to the sinking line. An intermediate sink line is fine, and fish sinking patterns. I like to keep my rod tip low. That's really important because in popper fishing you're always going to get a little bit of slack in the line, and that way when you get the strike, you're on it immediately, and as soon as you pick that rod tip up. So you're the puppeteer, so to speak. You know, you're creating the movement in that fly to imitate something up there that the bass is going to want to eat. It could be a territorial response, it could be out of hunger, but whatever it is, you know, you want that bass to come up and devour that popper. And of course, I don't think anybody can argue the excitement and thrill that you get on top for bass, whether it's smallmouth or largemouth. It's the ultimate way of fly fishing for bass. Right over there's a huge boil. That was a really large bass, so I'm gonna work my way over there. But oh, I missed him. There was a little bit of a boil there. I got a little overexcited. You know, that's the other thing, the hook set. You want to basically wait, and when you see the take, you got to give it a slight pause, because you'll just pull the popper right out of their mouth, and you want to let the fly sort of disappear before you set the hook. And that time I got a little overzealous because we got some things going on here, and now I'm getting a little trigger happy. There was a little boil there, something small. Oh, okay, I got him. Whammo, he got right on it. And this kind of looks like the same fish that missed it last time, judging by his size. So he's been feeding on these little smolts and stuff coming in here. There's juvenile shad and these salmon smolts. Take it easy there, fella. I'll get you off here. All right. Oh. Man, you talk about getting a little ticker going. But that was right up near the boat before he took that, and I had just started to bend down to pull the anchor up, and I heard the splash and instinctively just raised my arm up, and he was on. But it just kind of goes to show you, as long as that fly is in the water, you better be ready, because they can take it at any time. Well, I guess I'm going to try a couple more casts before I pull up. It's kind of like a game of teasing the cat with a, you know, like something on the end of a string. And the most important thing is, you know, not to get in a big hurry and just jump right in on top of these fish. Stay back and fish conservatively on where you're seeing the action, and make the longest cast possible that you're comfortable with. And I think you'll have a lot more success in catching these bass and raising them up to the surface. Oh, there was one right next to the shore. Oh, there he was. That's a good fish too. He's down in the weeds now. Oh, there's another one with it. Yeah. All right. Really like these McLean knotless catch and release landing nets. Really work well. Yeah, what a take. That was wonderful. There you go. Nice 8 morning smallie on the surface, right next to the shore there in a little shoal area. There's another one with it probably getting ready to spawn. All right. Oh. Nice fish. A lot of fun. How about that?